Billie Jean, and then the last $309,000 in passive income, and that's not $129,000.
Hey everybody, we are back, y'all. We back. I happened to see this live, and I said, "Oh hell no!" I happened to see this live, y'all, and I'm like, no, and no. Okay, I'm like, let me clear this up. Come on in the room.
Come on in the room.
Everybody, come on in the room.
I'm watching one of these. I had to end the other video and delete it. I was telling you about. This is one of the people I was telling you about in the beef sector. This person's name is Tracy, Treecey, with the T. But she also has another video, Tracy Living My Life. I don't know what to think about this one, but so I'll tell you I was coming back.
Shelly, in that very video, because y'all know I gotta get out in the middle of the street. Now, in that very video that I made, I remember Miss Pizarro, my baby, stood up and she called into the show. She was
Hey, Ava, I'm back.
We're talking at the time. So Miss Pizarro stood in the gap.
I can't find her number anymore. I thought I saved it. I wanted to talk to you about something.
So
give me a call, Ava.
Like Shelly, when you did that video,
you call me tomorrow.
Billie Jean out there
I better you text me so I know, because you tend to be busy.
And I said from day one, and I
just text me your number.
I wanted her to do. She was a very talented person. Hey, Maddie and Carrie. And you said she's not.
Give your big thumbs up.
Mind you, Club Chat didn't stand up for her, nor did Should PYT stand up when she was standing up before against me. It's just because she never liked me because of her mouth. I have all my teeth and she don't, or something. I don't know. But
she said she don't have all her teeth, but she did. Oh, see, dang tablet already broke. Now I'm about to crack it some more. Dang cheap ass tablet. After something made mostly of plastic broke. You know, I got so many dang things. Look at this Samsung. But I don't know where the dang cord. Well, I know what happened to the cord. Some damn fool stole it when I was at home, Whole Food, picking up Instacart groceries, and someone stole my Oprah bag, and it had the charger for this in the bag, along with my little bit of cash. So this is a Samsung Note. I can go online and get another cord though. This thing is very sturdy and it's still good too.
Very good. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna say Billie Jean did my whole Billie Jean, you know I'm just all about doing stuff. I have to upload it to my computer. I haven't even the time to open it and read it. She sent it to me. It's finished. I paid her. It's amazing. So Shelly, you cannot even be trying to put this girl down. I mean,
I'm still trying to study for this thing.
You did not contact her, Shelly. You didn't contact her to tell her anything. Okay. And then for you to admit that she told you could have emailed her. You said you tried to reach out to her phone, whatnot. You dropped in a chat. I remember you said you dropped in a chat, and you were ignored. Maybe she didn't see you, But you chose to go in there because you wanted. This is how you are. You bandwagon off of people. You can't stand up on your own when nobody else is coming at somebody.
See, this is what I was looking at for months, y'all. Stuff like this. This person. And let me show you another person. Ow! Something bit me.
Doesn't fit all. If you want to get the job, a one-size-fits-all recipe.
Hey, what's up?
This person.
I've want to do this update really quickly, right? So I had the pleasure of watching Andrew Gullip and getting more information about what went down in the hotel room. So I get the DMs of the pictures of these men that were allegedly in that hotel with Andrew Gullip. And one of the guys had a profile on myman.com. So when I went on his profile, I clicked on it and I saw it. I was like, wow, these are escorts. I saw the profile. I'm like, this is crazy. And so when I went on their picture, so I posted it, right? And he was like, oh my God. And another person, one of my subscribers, said they dealt with one of the escorts before and that they worked with one of them before in a scene. So they would get information. They said, Wiley is open secret that Andrew Gullah goes down that way, allegedly. So I'm just getting these messages, reading these messages, just understanding. I'm like, well, I've seen why. One of my subscribers, of course, they
Ugh, people so stupid. They so dumb with this.
yeah, why do they have to get in the closet? And it's multiple reasons. Number one, I think like a man goes.
He's so cockeyed, it's ridiculous.
They image. They,
Let me see, y'all can see.
I still believe in 2020. If I come out of the closet, I will lose my dad. I will lose my money if they find out that I'm out of the closet. Some men go, if I come out of the closet.
He wishy-washy. You know, he one moment he's like, and then he's what you call it? Not bipolar. He's a trip, put it that way. A trip.
Have that idea, just know this. You still have to be truthful because when you out here quick, dip and slipping in these hotel rooms, when you get caught up, it's gonna leak out to the public. It's gonna leak out to the streets.
Oh, let me show you. This is another person I was telling y'all about.
Once upon a time in a land not too far away, there was a very confident resident.
Her name is Phi Babe in Chicago, one of the B sectors. Let me fast forward.
Have you got Babe Nation? Have you got that? I know I've.
She called her following Babe Nation. I need me a name for my followers. What else you call y'all?
No, I haven't.
Sweet Teas? No.
I've been very victorious.
I don't know what to call y'all. All right.
Babe Nation has been very victorious. And I can.
And this is another person.
Hey, YouTube. Good evening.
His name is Timothy Blaine. All these people were in this, but I was just preoccupied with all this foolishness.
Most places I go, but
I know.
the bus today, and suddenly I had an epiphany. What in the hell am I doing on this bus? All these people over here. I mean, people, all kinds of people. Let's just put it like that.
He was talking about what he doing on the bus.
And I'm wondering, what is the emergency that I'm on this bus for? San Francisco's under a state of emergency. That was an unnecessary trip, and the last one I'll take. Hello, people. Hey, Mary W. Lucky Harms. I'm surprised y'all not over at the party. Oh, honey, y'all supposed to be at the party. Somebody told me there was a party going on. So I went in my closet and everything, and then I said, wait a minute. Where is the party located there? They said, oh, you ain't got to go nowhere. You just go to your computer screen. Go on, go ahead and see the party. Child, I went over there, and you know what's going on. Hey, Larry, live. Keep your in off them.
See, all these people made these videos making money and turn around. I don't know. It's foolish. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Hello, you really think your viewers are interested in this mess? Well, you ain't gotta get on there. You on here. How are you on here talking about, oh, they really interested? Man, please. Obviously they are. Obviously. I'm just telling you what I've been watching lately and how this realms of the YouTube channel is now resorting to beefs. So to answer to your question, Jody Khan, yes, they are, because the same way how I went on to these different people's channels was the same thing of watching someone else who spoke on it and said, well, who the hell are they talking about? So let me tell you. So I could assure you, out of all the people who probably watch my videos, someone else has also watched it and talked about their channel. So that's your opinion. Ain't nobody tell you to come on here. You the one who's up at 1:22 a.m. asking me a question. Do you really think that people are interested in this mess? Yes, because people are messy. And just the same way that you came up here trying to be messy, obviously it is. Because why are you on here? Answer that, stupid. People so quick to say something. Oh, okay, just a question. Calm down. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna calm down. Because if you're here to start mess, you barking up the wrong tree, Jody Khan. So just like I could put anybody in place, I'm gonna put you in place too. Just like what's his name. So you wanna come here, you wanna listen and stuff, ain't nobody force you. You can go to bed, go to sleep. Because one thing for sure, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Shoot. Everybody wanna jump on. See, the only reason why people watch people's channels is what is it they're gonna get? What is it they're gonna get out of it? That's what it is. Everybody wants, just like when I for the last couple of years with the Uber Eats and the gig jobs, everybody watching people because one, they nosy. They want to see, well, how much this person making, what they doing. Or two, they try to copy and see what how they could maximize the income, making money. That's what it's about. A little bit of hand sanitizer. This thing probably be worth, if this thing breaks out to millions and millions of people, if you have sanitizer, people probably break their neck to steal your little hand sanitizer out your bag. I heard something about some woman beat up some other woman in a Walmart over some, what was it? Mask? What were they fighting over? Was it a mask? Not mask. Water? No. Hand ties? How you fighting over in the Walmart over hand sanitizer? I wonder where that happened. I saw that somewhere. I don't know. Probably YouTube or thing popped up somewhere. People fighting over. Mm-mm. Can you imagine they fighting over stuff now? Can you imagine if this whole thing, Sofa, what is it? Sofa King Amazing. Hey, Sofa King Amazing. All right, y'all. Here, put the thumbs up. Put the thumbs up. But shoot, people be watching stuff just because they want. That's what it's all about. They watching things. If I made a video of people falling, and trust me, I wish I had a camera when I was driving. I saw one man. He had all his paper in his hand. First of all, he was walking like a damn duck, like he couldn't walk, and and he almost. I don't want someone to fall and get hurt, but it was the way it was done. It was like slow motion, and he had all his paper flew up in the air, and I saw that driving. And I was like, dang. If I had a camera and caught that mess and put that on YouTube, I probably would have got 1 million views watching that. Shoot, some of the stuff that you see. Trust me, people love blunder, and I just experienced one. Oh, I had crashed into a glass door one time. It was no seamless glass, and I was walking into a store, and I went. I was looking around, seeing if anybody saw that. That was too funny. I had to laugh at myself walking to the glass. How you gonna make a door, seamless door, clear as day, and and you trying to walk, and then you actually walk into a glass? And it was that was so embarrassing. That was funny. It was too funny. That thing, I crashed into that door. I was so embarrassed. That was too funny. Oh goodness, I'm so hungry, but I don't feel like making anything. You ain't saw me on no Twitter. Well, you know what? When I go back and yeah, I get the most stupidest ones too. People be trying to put stuff on. Go ahead and put it on Twitter. And then when I track your ass down for doing that, trust and believe. Hey Jeremy. Hey Romeo, you back? I thought you supposed to be going to bed resting. You supposed to be resting. What are you doing up at 1:30 in the morning? I know why I'm up, but oh, you just got the notification now? Oh, you going to bed now? Oh, you going to bed? Yep, thumbs up, y'all. Thumbs up. I'm looking for something. Hmm. All right, Romeo, have a good night and rest. Shut down New York City. Man, people about to, ugh. I sure can't wait till I don't know. It's so hard to say what's going to happen with this virus. Just don't know. All right. If you're in the room, put some thumbs up. I know I ain't got that many people on here, so 7 for 7. I'm 100%. So that's good. 100%. Yeah, people should be remaining calm. But what is there to do? It's like, first of all, they need to figure out why did this happen? I mean, there's been other, outbreaks and a whole bunch of other things been happening. Because, when you think about it, this really built up, all the, um, with all these type of viruses and things and food and just the lack of thing coming into this country, Hmm. Close the schools now. New York City students and staff deserve to be protected. These 19 cities figured out why can't the greatest city in the world do what? They finished the sentence. Why they can't do what? Okay. 20 largest cities, schools closing due to coronavirus as of March 14th. New York City schools open. Los Angeles closed for 2 weeks. Chicago closed for 2 weeks. Houston closed for 2 weeks. Phoenix district closed. Philadelphia closed for 2 weeks. San Antonio extended spring break by 1 week. San Diego closed for 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Really? Dallas on spring break. So San Jose closed for 3 weeks. Austin closed schools this past Friday, out this week on spring break. Some people are on spring break anyway. Let me see. Jacksonville extended spring break by 1 week. Fort Worth spring break 2 weeks. San Francisco closed for 3 weeks. Charlotte moved up spring break to start this Thursday. Columbus closed for 3 weeks. Indianapolis 3 weeks. Seattle closed through April 24th. Yeah, but you can't go nowhere. People can't go nowhere but stay at home and eat. So you could imagine food delivery is going to be off the chain, but it's going to be these kids, high school, college, they don't tip. They just want to sit around with the remote, get fat. That's why these parents are like, I got to go to the grocery store. I got to buy food. Get these little fat ass kids and start learning their lessons, just because school's out and they get an extra week of spring break. Not sitting around the house getting fat, eating up all the food. That's why parents hate when summer comes. School's out for the summer, grocery bill be 20, 30% higher than normal. And then it's also mentioned about, the disenfranchised of, some kids are not eating because they only eat when they're in school and they don't have money for food. And I said, amazing. I mean, there are some disenfranchised schools going on, but let me tell you what they're doing in Gwinnett County. I live very close to Gwinnett, but I'm actually in DeKalb County. They said that I want to say starting Monday or whatever, because the schools are closed in Atlanta, and the school bus drivers or schools in Gwinnett, they're going to drop off food or lunches to students. You know where they drop them off? So they're gonna they're gonna be driving the bus at the bus stops, and the kids have to be there, has to be 18 and under, and they're gonna be passing out lunches for the kids because they felt that a lot of people or parents were not able to they don't have food for their kids, which how can I say this? 'Cause I don't want to be mean about it, but if you don't have food and you are down and out and you can't afford to feed your families, I could assure you that they could get food stamps. If you are down and out, you could go and apply for food stamps, and they'll give you based on the number of in your household. If you qualify for free lunch for school, and kids go to school when they at home, they go to school to eat breakfast, they eat lunch. But to say that people are just like, oh, the kids at home and they're not going to have no food to eat, man, majority of people out there, at least what I see in Atlanta, they always eating. That's, they may not be eating healthy food. Now, one thing I could say, they may not be eating healthy food, but ain't nobody really starving like that, Make it seem like, oh, the kids are not eating. They just take it. Trust me, I've been to other countries where they don't have a social welfare system, where they really go hungry. They really don't have food to eat. But here in the United States, unless you're in some remote areas, really down and out, and you really, I could see that, but not the way that I've been hearing it for the last few days. I'm like, no, trust me, if you're struggling financially, whether you're a single parent, single person, or whatever the case may be, you're able to get assistance. Now, they did try to cut back the food stamp program for the last few years and cutting back, and they was trying to give out box lunches and box food, and people were like, I can't tell people what to get. They shouldn't do that. But that's what the food stamp program was at first. They would give out blocks of cheese, blocks of meat, bread, whether it be powdered milk or whatever. They used to give out food, and it was a substantial amount of food. I hear so many people they on government assistance and they getting everything else, paying cheap money for rent and apartments, food stamps, way amount of money, way amount of stamps than they could give. They selling it, and then they got the nerve to be smoking cigarettes and vaping and everything else. And people say, oh, they ain't got no food. If you got money for cigarettes and beer and drinking and carrying on and getting long ass fingernails up to the yin yang and getting some cheap ass weave, trust me, that's not destitute. You are not poor. You are not starving your children to the point where you can't feed them. Watch what so many people got, expensive Jordans on their feet and everything else, and go and get their hairdo done and paying $700 and $400 for You know, Greg Spears, you go to hell. That's what you could do. That's what you could do. So, but like I said, sometimes, send me your number or my. Who you working at, Ruthie? Or Jeremy? I'm gonna add you as a moderator. I don't know what your email is. Tell me your email, cause I have to. Let me see if it's still in the archives. I can't find your email. I work in Live Oak, Florida, called Pilgrim's Pride. Is that the chicken place where chicken come from? Ruth, I can't find your email. I don't know where it is. Okay, let me write it down. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember J Bond in. All right, let me write this down. J. Oops. All right, let me copy and paste this real quick. I'm gonna send you an email. I would say you could call me tonight, but my phone is put on sleep mode or silence at a certain time, and I didn't take it off. But it'll work out. I'm glad everything's working out. You had me concerned. Okay, I sent it. Alrighty, I sent it. But it's nice hearing from you again. I was concerned. I didn't know what happened. But didn't I tell you, I said I think it's best if you go back home. Even though drama's going to happen, there's always drama when you go back home, But it'll work out. Atlanta could be a real hard, rough city to live, especially when you try to make something of it. Atlanta is rough. I'll tell you that. It's not like what I think when I moved to Atlanta, 96, jobs were plentiful. Or at least, rent wasn't so high. I lived right in Buckhead. The same apartment in Darlington was $600 and something a month, which included everything, water, electric. It was a studio. It was a good sized studio. That same damn apartment now, I went there about 2 summers ago. They talk about $1,200. for a studio on the 20-something floor. I was like, what? All right, Ruthie, check your email and see if you got it. I just sent you the message. But yeah, it was apartments that I used to live in, Smyrna, near Mercer University. Those apartments was under, I was paying at every apartments that I ever lived, I paid under $700 a month. If it was 700, it may have been close to 700, but it was never 900. I know I never paid every rent that I ever paid in Atlanta, I have never paid no more than 900. It wasn't even close to $900. It was like 6, 7, maybe the most. And I know people say, "Oh, that's so long ago." Yeah, that's true. It was long ago. But rent is like almost double, And then the jobs ain't paying squat. Every job and company now they want to pay $10, $12 an hour. That's why people doing all these gigs, multiple gigs and all kind of crazy stuff. I'll let y'all know about a company that I had sent my resume to a temp agency. They were hiring. Yeah, they are full of shit in Atlanta, I can tell you that. Full of shit and drama. That's why I said to myself, I'm going to give myself a good year before I decide to either move to South Carolina. I ain't going to move back home to my mother, that's for sure. I ain't doing that. Now, the only way I'll be living with my mother in my mother's house is she was very elderly and, and I had to, I moved back home to help my mother, but she's pretty much in very good health, still working at the jail as a pastor. Okay, call me tomorrow. Text me your number because call me tomorrow and text me your number too. Do both. We could catch up. But I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, anywho, yeah, Atlanta is kind of rough, and if the recession hits again, which it may happen, it's gonna be real bad. It's gonna be really, really bad. And if this coronavirus, as I was reading, based on the CDC report about how it could last anywhere from 6 months to a year. It could affect like millions of people, something to get affected, and a lot of people are going to die from it. It's going to trickle itself. It's going to be worse. You talk about closing schools and stuff. It's going to get to the point where, like, I heard they was talking about closing down Lenox Mall. Now those other malls, they raggedy anyway, so it ain't like nobody was really going into those malls. But they're talking about closing Lenox Mall to so many people could go to the mall, or they were thinking about closing it. Hey, I got it, Jeremy. You sure didn't put no dashes in between it? My eyes are bad. But I see it. I got it. And it's gonna affect if it gets if it really gets like that, people are not gonna be going out to restaurants. Um, hardly they're not gonna be they're gonna be canceling. Yeah, anything could cause that, especially when the spring comes up and is this coming Thursday, next Thursday, this coming Thursday rather. It's the first day of spring, so as all these trees start to blossom, a lot of people are gonna have some serious um, asthma issues, breathing issues. So hopefully it will rain enough to bring down the pollen, but that's gonna take a lot of people down where they're not even gonna be able to go outside. They're not gonna go outside, and then it's already hard to find a damn mask. And I was looking at a mask online. Now that plastic one, they say that's not good for you to use. I have GERD and I get those symptoms. Yeah, but it's gonna really affect those people who got they're gonna have that pollen and stuff. Shoot, they're gonna be affected. But hopefully, weather will be cool. This may be a cool spring. If it's a cool spring and it rains, then the pollen may not be as high. But we'll see. I don't know. But right now, you have to try to contain this virus. But that coronavirus, just because if they do find something to cure it, or oh god, I hadn't seen light. If they did find something, hold on, y'all, this asshole, fix your butt real quick. Hmm. You dumbass. Y'all people y'all dumbass. I'm sitting here. You know what? Thank you. I appreciate y'all. They trolls, they people got nothing to do, sit on the computer and try to do stupid stuff. That's what I got for y'all. TJ. Yeah, they out tonight. They people just don't know. The more they do stupid stuff like that, the more they don't realize that they could actually get themselves in deep of trouble. People ain't got nothing better to do. I'm watching this person on Twitter, Big Baby. What he doing with the hand sanitizer? Let's see what he talking about. Crazy butt. uh-uh. Yeah, it is. You heard that. He's so stupid. Mm-hmm. uh-uh. I never. Oh, I swear. You know, I don't even do no Twitter. And I'm just clicking on there. Mm-mm. Just heard a bird cough. Mm. Oh, they said another NBA player was tested positive for the coronavirus after this person, this team that it was on played. What team was that? That other team, the first player, NBA player, got positive for coronavirus in Kansas City. Was it Kansas City? But someone in Oklahoma? I don't know. Whichever one. All I know, they said they had another NBA player caught was tested positive for coronavirus. $56 flight to Hawaii. I'm on my way. These are stupid. The only place that I heard that I saw on the map, global map, that didn't have the coronavirus was Africa and South America. Oh, I know it's the Caribbean. Those are the only two places in the world that showed on the map that didn't have no coronas. COVID-19, y'all know. I guess in so many ways, if you wanted to take a flight somewhere real cheap, you could go. You can't go out to go to Europe. That's on lock. Can't go out the country. But it's going to affect a whole lot of economies. They probably close down stuff and people are so stupid. They show somebody with a little bottle like this. You know how those little Perel bottles on the wall that people put their hand under? Somebody turn around and try to fill up their little bottle of hand sanitizer. They're stupid. If I could turn this thing around and show y'all, this so funny. The memes, boy. The memes are just so funny. People just Mm-mm. What is this? This is stupid. Hundreds of hungry monkeys swarm across the street. Wait. Hundreds of hungry monkeys swarm across Thai streets as rival gangs fight over food after tourists who normally feed them stay away because of the corona tribe. Really? Ain't no way. They're so dumb. Hundreds of starving monkeys. Whatever. Exactly. Respect this chat. People ain't got nothing to, you know. Thank you, Jean. Why social distancing is crucial to slow the spread. I don't know. Dang, if I get another email from some company talking about the dang corona, everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah, they keep sending the same thing from the CDC. Every company, oh, we're concerned. You want to protect that, Mm-mm. Even damn Domino's sent something out talking about drivers will be if you want to order, when you order, you could tell them to drop it off somewhere and just drop it off without them having to come to the door and they actually hand them the food. No, you need to go home and cook. That's what you need to do. Because what's the point? Jackass. Yeah, I mean, I know washing your hands is supposed to maybe helps stop the coronavirus, but what does that say about people in general? That prior to this coronavirus, most people didn't wash their hands, and that's how it happened. You know, I know some people don't, because back in the sometimes I would go to certain places and you would literally see people come out the bathroom and then wash their hands and leave. And this was way before this virus thing came about. That's why I was like, well, that's why when I go to fast food restaurants, I don't care what they say. I always ask for, I always specify certain things to be made a certain way. No, I don't want no butter on this. I don't want no, you know, plain bread on the sandwich. When I go to Chick-fil-A, I'll say no butter, no pickle. Because then rather than taking out from the batch of chickens that they already put out there that's laid there, they would have to make a fresh one. And same thing with fries. I'll be like, no, this ain't hot, And I always say, nope, I'll wait for some fresh hot fries. And want some new fries, basically. I remember. And let me tell you, I went to McDonald's today because I didn't eat nothing for breakfast and I was going out and about. So I went to McDonald's to get me some tea. And they didn't even put the tea out. Like they put the tea, you get your own tea, they put it behind the counter. I said, shoot, what difference does it make? You still got the other regular sodas and stuff that people go into and get soda. So what's the difference between getting the tea yourself versus them having to serve the tea? So this is how silly this person was working at the McDonald's. He was the only one wearing gloves. The other people, I didn't see no gloves on their hand. So, this tea been sitting out here all day, with the coronas, we put the tea behind they put the tea behind the counter. And let me tell you the other strangest thing. I said, this is for here. I just wanted to sit down and eat it. They talk about they don't have any more. They don't put out the trays anymore. So when they give you the food, they give it to you in a bag. So if you ever go to McDonald's, they don't put it on a tray. Oh, was like, well, shoot. I said, if y'all so concerned about not putting it on a tray for someone to sit there to eat it to go, then somebody need to go into the ladies' room and put another thing of soap in the bathroom. I went to wash my hands because before I went to the counter, I went into the ladies' room to wash my hands. And I said, shoot, we also concerned. The bathroom wasn't dirty. It was that they only had one soap. They had soap on the other side. So I said, if y'all so concerned about that, somebody need to go and put some more soap in the bathroom, And if that bathroom was filthy and dirty, I would have surely said something about that. I said, shoot, y'all talking about you ain't got no trays. So I mean, they've gotten a little bit ridiculous. I said, shoot, y'all concerned about stuff? Clean the bathroom every hour or 2 hours or something, Because if they were so concerned, you have somebody, and what they do all day is spray down, wash, and clean the tables, and probably not have the children play thing open as much. Well, maybe close that down. Maybe I won't be surprised. I will not be surprised if they decide they was not going to have those playgrounds open in those restaurants, and they'll just close it down and just shut it down. And then therefore all those kids will have to eat and sit down at the table and eat, and they won't be able to play. So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I know these restaurants, they gonna get nervous because then no, they won't get nervous because people just go to drive-through and go to the drive-through and get their food. They've been doing that anyway. They're not even getting out the car. They go to the drive-through. But can you imagine that gonna be wrapped around the building if someone wants to get something to eat? And then groceries now being delivered where you just come, drive up, pick it up, and then drop it off in the car. I won't be surprised if to prevent people if this thing gets as bad and worse, and to stop people from congregating and say at the supermarket, just walking around, getting the groceries. Now they may have it where if you want your groceries, you may have to, well, they're doing that now anyway. Online delivery, pick up what you want, drive your car, or Instacart, and all these other companies may start to get busy, and people who don't have a car to get the groceries and food, they're going to have to use those services to get delivered their groceries if they don't have a car. So that may be something. Because can you imagine if they shut down things? They may shut down incidental things, restaurants, fast food places, and, restaurants where people could get to sit down. They may limit so many people could come into one small space. Can you imagine? Let's really think beyond what's going to happen if that was to happen. All these online delivery services will suddenly be of use because people are going to be afraid to leave their house, and they want to go to the grocery store and say they only let so many people in, because everybody's buying up the groceries and buying up the shelves like it's dang crazy. So having perishable canned goods and frozen foods and water. I bought 2 cases of water today, and it was purified water at that. It's shiny, purified water. it cost me $9.90 something. I was like, when the hell did water of that cheap caliber was almost $4, $5 a piece? You know, it didn't make any sense. I remember it would be like 2 for $5 for cases of water, and this was not even a month ago. Aldi's, the 24 pack of water, spring water, it would be $2.49 or $2.79 or something like that. And even at 2 cases of water at the Aldi, even if it's let's say it's $3, just to round it up. 2 packs of water, 24 pack of water would be $6. How it went from $9 at the Shawnee Water? You know, that didn't even make any sense. So the Dollar Tree, they ain't had no, 99 cents. Spring water, Alpine spring water. If you get jugs, I got 2 of them. I bought 3 yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, Friday. I already used 1 because I was making tea. So I got 2 jugs left. I got 2 packs of cases of water. I think I have plenty of canned goods. Well, I got enough. Yeah, I got well, not a whole lot, but I think what I'm gonna do is evaluate what I got. Well, eat what I got first. I'm not. It's only me, so I don't have to go crazy with the groceries. I don't have to go plumb crazy like that. Because as one person, if you have one person in your household, you just buy enough food or just keep certain staples, canned goods and frozen things. That's why I'm trying to grow my own vegetable garden, and just eat more healthy. I'm not spending, people ordering out with fast food all the time, every day. McDonald's and Burger King and yuck burgers. People talk about, oh, my kids stay home from school for the break and they eat in our house. No, people need to say no to kids. They ain't hungry. They ain't starving, sitting around the house doing nothing all day. School's out and they just eating like it ain't no tomorrow. They ain't working. They're not working. If you eat a very healthy meal, high protein, nutritious food, you don't have to eat so much. The only reason why people eating so much is because when you eat junk, you're more hungrier when you eat that type of food. That's why people ain't got no groceries. I used to do Instacart. People be doing, during the summertime when I was doing Instacart, and I'll be looking at what the people be ordering. It'll be big ass bag of chips, cookies, just junk. It may be some vegetables here and there, but a lot of them was processed food, and the college students and school age children, they be home for the summer, and all they do they be ordering Uber Eats, McDonald's, and all these fast food places. So it'll be interesting to see, because if the demand of people order and they're not coming out the house, Uber Eats, Instacart, whomever is going to be a high demand service. And I could assure you, those people are going to pay. Those companies, they're going to take advantage of that spike of deliveries, especially with groceries. People are always going to order pizzas and stuff, but people are going to be more concerned and more focused on staple goods that they could actually have in their pantries and refrigerator and freezers. You know, they're gonna have that money's gonna be needed to buy regular groceries, not fast food, Domino's, and all. You know, they do that occasionally as a occasional thing, but when money start getting tight, people don't. They're not gonna spend on frivolous, incidental things like that. And the price of groceries is gonna be so expensive, and it's, you know, I told you $9 for 2 cases of water. Really, $9.70 something, whatever it was. I know it was $9 and some change. That was a lot for 2 cases of water, for purified water at that. I don't never remember it costing that much for cases of water. Never. I always remember it was 2 for $5 or something like that. And a couple of weeks ago, I remember some Mexican families, they were loading up that dang cart with all that water. I said, what the hell are they buying all that water like that? And this was before, you know, the coronavirus was already here at the time, but it wasn't as big and exploded about it. And they were just loading up on that dang water. Kroger had that water on sale. And matter of fact, I had a coupon for a free case of water. And I looked at that coupon. I said, dang it, this was yesterday. And they had that free cases of purified water. Ain't nothing but tap water. That's all that is. Tap water put in plastic bottles. And that water was cheap. I know it was cheap. It was not the price what I paid for today. I know that. So, but it is so interesting. Well, I've been on here for an hour and 13 minutes. I ain't meant to be on here this long. But y'all hanging in there. Y'all 6 people. Y'all hanging in there. Even y'all raggedy ass trolls. You know, kiss my, you know, jackasses. Just coming on here talking crazy. But anywho, y'all ain't got nothing to say. Y'all not saying anything. What y'all doing? Ain't nobody popped up on my reel. Nobody's on live stream. Tita talks. I ain't seeing. Let me see. Look at my tablet. See who's on here. Dang, I missed it. Dark Road Run. He's nice. I like him. Taking stock supplies. Let me see what he talking about.
And like, it'd be everybody, you know, we wouldn't be talking about this, but
I hope he's still on chat. Let me see. Hey.
there's no.
He lives in San Francisco area.
You go out into this populated area, and
Man, he's still online.
like California would be putting a limit on 100 people, you know, gatherings or something like that. Drivers are at more risk of this stuff. Hey, Lady T. Hey, she's another live stream now. But don't know what time is gonna bring.
Hey, Roxy, look at it. Gee, you on his channel too? I see you on there too.
Early too. I was down to 12 hours. Yeah, for cleaning purposes, I think. Patty L in the house tuning to me. I know it's I gotta live stream more. It's like put pressure on.
Look, your kitchen is cleaner than mine.
I should have been done doing a long time ago. Was taking inventory and stuff, having an emergency supply out there. So drivers are at more risk right now, so they should be compensated for that. And if
Hi, saw you on Dark Road. Patty, you on there too? Let me see.
Risk the drivers are taking, because if that was the case, like we would have been paid more a long time ago. With record.
That's true. They would have been paid a whole lot more. But they're gonna pay more. I'm telling you, if these services go in spike demand and they don't have enough drivers or people to deliver the groceries or whatever, They're gonna have to pay up.
This event,
They're gonna have to pay up. They're gonna have to do something because
you know, you buy a bottle of hand sanitizer,
a lot of people
$3, and then
they're not gonna do it because you know they're gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna, you know. So people, I don't know. People's gonna be real.
Like sanitizer and cleaning supplies and polls, I think.
Oh, I multitask too. Oh, you talk about being on 2 different channels? Yep.
Emergency situation. But
Yep.
I was just
The whole pay is gonna be based upon supply and demand. If there's a high demand and there's less drivers or people to do the deliveries,
again,
the more they're gonna have to pay up. They're gonna have to pay up.
degrees.
But if people started ambushing and saying, "Oh, I'm gonna do it," and you know, then the pay is gonna be stay the same. It's gonna be cheap. It's gonna be cheap. You know, if they're not gonna pay anything, so everybody's gonna be like, everybody's gonna think the same thing. What I'm thinking, opportunity to make more money, and then when more and more people think it the same way, they all gonna do it. They all gonna compete for the delivery. So it just, you have to gauge it. You just have to really gauge it and see what's going on. But if they don't have as much groceries in if they don't have as much groceries in the supermarkets and people are buying stuff now to stock up, they're gonna stock up now and probably do 2 months, maybe 3, depending on how many people's in the household. So it all depends. Oh, you could do up to 10 YouTubers? Really? I didn't know that.
It's like there's something pulling us down into a deep, dark hole. And we're trying to like pull ourselves out, but we're also trying to save the demon that's like pulling us down out there. So it just, granted, I mean, Uber is the heart of Uber. Uber drivers are amazing people out there, amazingly hardworking people, and getting
people price gouging on Amazon, buying all that food supplies and stuff, and then trying to turn around and sell it on Amazon. Price gouging. Really? I'm dumb.
That, you know, natural disasters, terrorism, terrorist things. They're like, there was a hostage crisis in Australia, and then the Uber app decided like, oh, hey, there's a lot of demand over here. Let's kick off a surge and price gouge. You know, people trying to escape from it.
Yeah, the temperature is the body temperature 98.7, something like that.
See, on the one hand, it's like the drivers out there are taking an extraordinary risk right now and should be compensated more for their efforts. The passengers out there, you know, on the other hand, you know,
it is a risk. You are risking yourself, getting sick, picking up people. That's what I'm saying. That segment of the gig economy, driving people in your car, your personal space, y'all better get ready to get on those scooters. That's all I know. Those scooters and those electric bikes. If you need to go somewhere, you better be on that bicycle or be on that scooter. But people ain't gonna be driving their cars, picking up people. Nope. The only people gonna be doing that probably more foreigner people. They don't know better. They're like, "Ooh, Uber, you my Uber." I went to ask the guy how you put the digital sign on his, you know, how did he sign that up? How you sign up for that? And he didn't understand nothing. And he was like, I said, "No, I'm not your Uber passenger." I was asking about the car. He didn't understand nothing I said. I said, "Oh, forget it." And then the lady who was waiting for the Uber, she got in the car and stuff. But I know one thing: if you don't have a car and you don't want to take the MARTA bus, you better be prepared to walk or be on the scooter, because I know for a fact ain't gonna be too many Uber drivers. Not with this virus coming around. People gonna be real leery about picking people up. Where you want me to go? To the hospital. Cancel. Get out the car. That's exactly what I'm telling you. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna pick somebody up. They're gonna say, "Where you going?" Grady Hospital. They're gonna cancel that ride. They're gonna cancel that ride right before they even put their hand on the door. And cancel, drive off. Let somebody say they're going to the hospital. Let them say, "Oh, I need to go." I mean, I'm not saying be sympathetic and not, be cruel, but come on. You taking somebody to the hospital, or you picking somebody up from the hospital?
The message that California.
No. Unless you a pregnant woman and you say, "Oh, but you talked about taking to the hospital. I'm sick."
Stay away from public events.
And you coughing and carrying that, trust me, that driver, they gonna pull off. I know I would. I'll be the first one. Click, click.
Where do you draw the line between? Where's the line drawn?
I live in Georgia.
I don't have
Metro Atlanta.
Tonight, or I don't have
Right where the CDC was. I used to work right next door to the CDC.
So I don't know. It's all the messages are like, let's
Exactly.
take some time. Let this.
You need to go to the hospital. You better dial 911.
And then,
And you got insurance. You better utilize that 911 emergency ambulance. You ain't got no insurance. You sick. You stay home. Don't even get in nobody's car. Cause see, people don't care. The same way people would abuse drivers, they don't care. They do not care about if you sick. They just want to go to the doctor in the hospital, and you meanwhile you in the car, they coughing and carrying on, and you don't know what people got. They going to the hospital. That's why people say, "Oh, they need to put an alert button to let people know that they sick and notify the driver they sick." If I looked at something like that, you think I'm picking them up? Hell no. Hell to the no. You sick, you stay home. Be quarantined and that's it. So that's what I was saying. That aspect of the Uber and Lyft, picking people up.
I don't see stores like kind of completely.
Now you better think about food. Maybe food is another option, and groceries, but they running out of groceries on the shelf and stuff is high, so people may not even afford. They're not gonna. I don't know. People may not afford to upcharge on food because when you order food through
Interesting.
when you order food through Instacart, Ship, one of those others, the prices is jacked up, plus the delivery fee. So the only ones who's going to be able to afford that type of luxury are the ones who it originally was intended for. And those are the ones you're going to get good tips on. Other than that, Publix, not Publix, Kroger, Walmart, they offer online service. You order your groceries, you go and pick it up, or they have some service of someone pick up the groceries and they deliver it. And they was going towards that direction anyway, to be honest. They were going towards that direction. A lot of self-service, scan and go, go up there,
There was also some there was stories of
pick up the food, pick up your groceries, scan and go. You don't even have to go to a teller. You ain't even got to, so just.
shooting dogs in the street.
Well,
They were actually
shooting dogs in the street.
There was one case of the San Francisco police shooting someone who didn't wear a face mask. Griffin in the house. Toilet paper towels, napkins, eggs, butter, meals like ground beef, water bottles, baby wipes, hand sanitizer.
Oh, that's a good.
Our gonzo stores that frozen foods are going fast. So then we got to find. So this what we're doing right now is just it's something that should.
I was responding to Dark Road Run, so I'm in the chat typing in.
So I'd like to
doing two things at the same time.
Days worth of food is on that counter right there because that represents pretty much
how much food that account for? I see paper towels.
For this time right now.
I say is going.
Need to go out and enjoy nature, take a walk, chill out. Yeah, gotta get on that. I think
I'm gonna say 1 month.
this. Like I was saying, like if there's a fire on your stove and you're freaking out, like, oh my God, there's a fire. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna? Oh, there's a fire, and you don't. If you're calm about it, and you take steps. Like you have to call the emergency.
Patty, you said none of the people you know are freaking out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, this internet connection. It's weird.
Hey, Dark Robot, what happened?
It's like third time
Oh,
I've
his
had
internet.
And,
I don't see no food on that counter, Dark Road Run.
remain calm. You know, it's like, yeah, we're making space for those emergency services to help the people that really need this stuff. Yeah, keeping calm about this stuff. So it's just, yeah, I look at it, this is a wake up call. It's a wake up call.
You got that right. It is a wake up call.
That we should be doing anyways. I really haven't been really.
Well, tomorrow morning, later on today, I'm gonna finish. Well, not finish, because I know we finish my spring cleaning. I'm starting this week.
This is what I see supplies. We're still saying like, okay, well, there's still food in the stores, but this connection seems to be.
Oh, well, it's all right. I can still, you still connected.
Let's see.
His cabinets and his appliances look just like my kitchen. It's that same color. Well, you know. His is a little bit lighter, but basically our kitchen, I don't have a granite countertop yet, but his counters are about the same as mine.
It's looking like.
But mine is a little bit darker, but it's probably older too. So.
Basically sends out these droplets of.
I'm gonna go to IKEA sometime this week, and I'm gonna have my camera around. I'm gonna ask y'all to show me which upgrade of kitchen you think I want to do. I ain't gonna do it anytime soon, but I'm gonna plan on remodeling my kitchen. I want to buy some appliances from IKEA.
It's that's what I think there was. It was. I want to look into it again. It's like see how long this stuff could survive just in open air. I don't think it's that long. But let's see any food on the counter. There's some Nutter Butters over there. Average toilet paper use is 1 to 2 rolls per week. That's these toilet paper companies. I would say like housekeeping is going. Hopefully, it's going down. Like right now, like young people saying like, all right, let's TP that house. We roll toilet paper over and cover the. Like that would look really bad right now.
You know what I was thinking about toilet paper while he mentions it? I was thinking, can you imagine if you go to like a restaurant or say you go to some place and they got that big toilet paper?
The toilet paper companies are probably.
I'll be so I won't be surprised if people start stealing from the stealing toilet paper from places like that.
At the same time, they're selling more toilet paper.
You know, I was thinking about that. I was like, can you imagine you go somewhere and you got that big roll of paper and people just like. And people just walk around stealing the toilet paper from even if you work somewhere. I'm gonna put that in the comment on Dark Road Run thing. People gonna start stealing.
I like to make crazy videos involving certain gig CEO companies, CEOs from different gig companies. Occasionally, I'll go out to San Francisco and shout names of YouTube channels at certain headquarters of bachelor companies. But the usual. And yeah, just me. So I should be as long as I keep the door locked and the windows. It's like, I was watching Paranormal Activity last night, and a lot of demand is having trouble shooting. I had a stringer request. Somebody They wanted to pay me $55 to see a St. Patrick's Day parade.
I forgot St. Patrick's Day was today.
And I was like,
I know they probably canceled the thing in Savannah with the purple fountain, not purple, the green fountain. That's like it's like Georgia has the biggest, huge St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
I think we have enough. Like,
You laughing at me,
yeah,
Jen?
so tonight I'm gonna find out if you
You know it's true. Cause I know one thing. I was shoot, let that toilet paper thing come down and it's like that huge wall. Shoot, people gonna start stealing. I'm telling you.
It's between 2.
They're gonna start taking that industrial toilet paper. You know how that thing's cheap anyway. It's not double ply. They're gonna start doing it.
And so I'm good there. But 2 into the average is 5 days. I think 4 or 5. Dry cough and fever and hard and breathing problems. So that is the common one out there. So and so it's like sneezing into your arm, just not rather than sending droplets out in the air.
Yeah.
So
Droplets.
that's what we we're of course that's where rideshare is like, it's an elevated risk right now. Because I'm gonna keep keep those seats in my van, the push hole. You gotta sit in the way. I'll tow a U-Haul trailer and just put the trailer, put the passengers in the back. It's separate car. Or no, I'll show up and I'll just should be here in a second. And just work as I have permission for other rides up here. But your local bar says if you bring with toilet paper, will they give you a free drink? Oh man. There's going to be comedies coming out of this thing. There's going to be definitely like a lot of horror movies. Yeah, Hollywood's is working on scripts right now as we speak. I mean, staying home as much as possible away from crowds. Yes, that's all they're asking. Yeah, this time being. Now, I have a friend who's.
I'm gonna tell him to scroll up and read my comment just to see what he say.
The original outbreak, the story is that she had her family members that are still out there. They were like, they were basically arresting people that weren't wearing face masks, and they closed down that. I mean, they took it to an extreme level, built 1 million beds or something, like hospital beds or something like that. People are going to start stealing toilet paper from their jobs. Yeah, I think you got that. That's what's on. So yeah, China was get a free drink here. That's it's kind of marketing on that whole city, and we have kind of been linked to this. I mean, we're taking it. Skyline. So we're kind of late to the game on this, and so we're still kind of, this is about this is hitting us as like the shock factor is the fact that most Americans don't have backup plans. This is a backup plan, having a supply of food and stuff like that. So right now, everybody's like, it's like our society can handle this if we do it at the right pace. Just the demand is exceeding the supply right now. So that's all these quarantines and stuff that's like staying away from learning. That's what this is all about. It's just running the, it's not like we're all, we're gonna get through this. Can't stress that enough.
Why are they taking bolt cutters in the public as well? So they try to cut open the thing. Bathroom stall things.
Yeah, they're gonna be like making. I wonder if you can make your own hand sanitizer. You make your own toilet paper. That's gonna be a trending topic. Your library, Lee T library. Let me see.
Now he gonna go on there. Hey, Doc Road Run.
Yeah, I'm in the Bay Area. Never had any earthquakes. I remember hearing stuff about like that when I was a kid. It's just, yeah, it's just, yeah, a lot of board games and some cards. And slowly, don't sit too close to the table,
But an elbow bump.
yeah, there's some shower tutorials. Hey, Rusty Phoenix and that. Let's, all right, let's get down to brass tacks here. If I was to go to the store tonight, which I guess it's not open right now, it's 11:55 at night. If I go to the store tomorrow, I got toilet paper. I don't have an excessive amount of toilet paper.
Man, people don't need 10,
Plus,
20 cases of toilet paper. It's going crazy.
That's good. I'll bet, yeah, like a prepackaged survival kit.
You know what? What's those toilet bowl? Toilet. It's like
I wonder. I mean,
a duvet. You know those toilet bowls you sit on there and it squirts water up your booty, and then you don't have to use toilet paper.
Selling that stuff.
Duvet.
Can't sell it.
Duvet. Dang, it's a French word too.
It's like we're taking. It's a forced break on all of us. 4 cans of tuna. I don't even know how to take supply or inventory. But, I used to work at Togo's sandwich place.
Go to
High school.
any Army surplus store and get MREs. What's that? What's MREs? I don't know what that is. What's that?
Look at I think I have at least 7. I think 7 days of this stuff. Go to Army surplus stores and get the MREs. That's a good idea. Yeah, those things last forever. Yeah, it's just me. It's just me. Me and my guitar.
You mean just guitar?
So yeah, if I do get sick, I will not, and fever and everything. So the thing is, the between getting infected and showing symptoms, average is like 4 or 5 days. Minimum is 2. The maximum is 20. I had a sore throat a couple days ago. Today feels a lot better.
Oh.
Haven't had any coughing or fever, and I verified my temperature.
Okay, that's what that means. Meals ready to eat. Okay. It doesn't taste good. That's what I want.
Meals ready to eat. Because they have like the camping meals that are like you just add water to it that uses a chemical reaction.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste good.
So you produce heat that actually.
Got the cough, y'all.
Good in Mom's house. That be a little difficult for me. She's no longer with us, but my dad's like near Sacramento, and like I wish I could.
Oh Lord, I'm so sleepy, y'all.
He's in his 70s. So.
Your daddy in your 70s? Wonder how old you are, Dr. Rowan.
Yeah, he's the person right now that I'm worried about. Like, I'm limiting, him limiting his exposure, but he doesn't really go out that much anyway. So, he does yoga a lot, so he's really into yoga. And
Lord, I'm so sleepy.
Brothers and I kind of urged him to kind of cut back on his yoga classes. Hey, Scavenger's Bike Channel. Coronavirus is in Australia.
What?
Corona.
You got the big ass Corona sign. That could be confusing though. I want a Corona. which is a Mexican beer.
Just like duct tape this just outside my car.
See, only Dark Red Rum would think something like that.
Okay.
Only you.
Trying to be a family of four and running into not having necessary items. And, I seriously, I mean, you know, there is the scary part of this is that we just don't know. But you know, we're gonna find out. Like, you know, like society has started to really change in like this week. I mean, actually, it's like Thursday. You know, is when all this stuff. It's like, oh wait, we gotta take this seriously, and then like everybody's freaking out on this stuff. So hopefully, the way like things, it's just like how fast like society moves and stuff. I next week will at least have this kind of a better idea of like, you know, things will be under control. Maybe the stores will be restocked and stuff like that. But now is not the time to panic. So, that's all right. That's all right, buddy. That's all right. I remember me like I bought a motorcycle a couple years ago, and I showed up with this family.
All right, y'all.
Her husband passed away, and she mentioned that. And it was
I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll probably still watch
Sorry to hear that. Like,
Dark Red Run while I'm laying down, looking at my tablet.
because of an accident for a second. Like,
Dang, I wish I bought me some snacks today. I didn't buy no snacks.
At first, like, oh, but just check it. But I think Jeremy.
Well,
Like 2 dinners.
hopefully we'll see if they reload on some things. Cause it ain't like nobody ran out of food. It's just a matter of getting it delivered to the store. That's all that is. Stores weren't used to restocking so quickly like that. All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. All right, Jens. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for moderating for me. All these dang trolls coming in here. So I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Well, you know, I'll come up with some new things. So
Never been like next week.
I appreciate y'all. See y'all on the other channels. Y'all have a good night.
Before you go into customs, they've had this for years. They have infrared thermometers that will scan people walking to the islands of the customs. They scan your temperature.